Scientists say, viewer beware, we're in for a scare.
Everyone, it's Second for Scientists Say, and welcome to today's Shocktober video, and welcome back to more Murderous Muses. Alright, let's go ahead and get on into it. So, okay, we looked at the fame bit of everybody, but I'm not 100% sure what to do at this point, because, like, okay, we want to... See, I'm a little worried I've, like, exhausted all the stuff I can watch for the first night by doing it all here, when it seems like, you know, some of these other topics we'd have to use one of these other spots, and the eyes are missing from all the portraits now. And if that's the case, I feel like that's kind of bad conveyance on, like, the how to play this game, you know. But let's see here. Call, like, that's something we want to know about, right? So, like, let's see if I can put anybody. Well, yeah, here's the twins.
We don't have mobile phones. Father says they scramble your brains.
Ah.
Well, I just don't want one. We have a phone at home and there's one in town.
Same thing we said before.
Did you know it's the only public phone box on the island? They got rid of all the rest.
So let's find something we haven't questioned somebody about. So when it comes to Sunday and Monday, or at least Sunday, maybe Mondays are not a suspect at this point. Let's find what says desire. Action. Romance. Desire. Here we go, desire.
We want to set up a training camp for young players to give them the same opportunities that we've had. Well, one day, yes, but right now we need to focus on winning tournaments. Number 1 in the world, remember?
Okay, so we had portrait. Okay, Mordecai was one I think was in the original, so like... Ah, okay. So there is showing that... So I guess I have to come back on another night to ask about that. Alright, so then the question is, what do I do next? So what happens if I throw it on this table? Nothing. Maybe I need an eye for that or something. Okay, so I would... So one thing I'm going to do is look around for any more notes. Because it said to read all the notes, and I only remember seeing this one. So I'm just going to glance around for anything I might have missed. If not, then we'll watch the TV, which I assume will progress us to the next night. I assume we still can't. What happens if I... Okay. I don't see any additional notes. We've listened to all the stuff, so alright, let's go watch the TV. See what that does. Assume that moves us on to day 2.
Glad to hear you survived. I'm not worried about intruders. It's the boredom that'll kill you. 3 nights on, 4 nights off. Just 2 more to do and then you're done. Unless you're stuck in a time loop, playing the same 3 days over and over again. Just kidding. Or am I?
Generally don't know. Alright, day 2. Don't know. The puzzle room is gone. I kind of expected that. Okay. Thanks for putting up all this painting out for me yesterday. Just 2 more days to go. Take care. Nothing on the back. I assume this will now be back to what it was during the day.
Welcome to Gallery Argenta. I'm Jamie.
Yes,
your jovial art museum information educator. Push my buttons and see how I respond.
Okay, here's a new painting. Gray's Lore number 14, a theater stage with ominous lighting. Alright. Flock of starlings, don't think so. The loop, probably not. Butterfly Park, probably not. Merlehaven Mines, no. Tornado de Luna, no. Baconian, maybe? Ah, I think that was it.
The Baconian was founded in 1967 by Olivia Argenta, who believed Sir Francis Bacon was the true author of the works generally associated with Shakespeare. To this day, any play originally thought to be by Shakespeare can only be performed at the Baconian if it is credited to Sir Francis in the programme.
Interesting. Definitely some revisionist history going on from the government of this island, it seems like. Okay. Oh, there's more in here. Gray's Lore number 24, a mysterious woman. Flock of starlings? No. The loop? No. Butterfly Park? No. Doorway? Probably not. Tornado de Luna? Would assume not. Golden Lines? No. I think this is her. Her? Hey.
No one knows who she is, but rumours abound. Mordecai's first love? His first wife? An ancestor? But why all the blood? Endearingly nicknamed the Mordecai Lisa, some say she bears a striking resemblance to his mother.
I don't see any blood unless the the background of the portrait is implied to be blood. Of course, the lighting in this is fairly red tinted too, so it's hard to say. Ah, staff room key. Very nice. Gray's Lore number 19. A doorway within the doorway within the doorway. That's going to be doorway. Let's go put that up, and then we'll, before we pick up another one, we'll check the staff room. Doorway. I think that was right here. Yes.
This was the last painting from Gray's dream period, and the last piece he worked on before the 6 portraits that preceded his death. Doorways are said to represent passages and the transition from one life to the next. Notably, Gray was recorded saying that he'd passed through a gateway through which he could not return.
Interesting. Alright. What's in here? There's a clock. Portrait of a little girl. Some playing cards. Morph girl. Like a hand coming out of a sink. That's giving me the Ring vibes. Oh, wow. There's a lot more crates in here. Oh, look at that. Is that... Can't tell if that's supposed to be like an octopus or what, but there was the, oh, no. Is it like... Kind of looks like an elephant from this angle, but with, like, tentacles for legs. There was that thing from Higgins during the night that said, the undulating hills, rather the entire island is, we're like on the back of a sea creature, yeah. Poe and Monroe, the complete first season. 6 full episodes. Because that gives you something to watch. That's so funny. The text on that, at least 6 full episodes, is like billboarded, so, but only partially so. Like it doesn't face the camera in this direction, but like that its horizontal angle keeps changing based on my proximity, so you can still read it. Surely one of these crates has to have something in it. What happens at Gallery Argenta stays at Gallery Argenta. Please do not take books at home. Sasha. That looks like the interior of somebody's car at night. Curious why it's in here. Well, I don't see anything else to interact with, so we'll proceed to uncrate more paintings. Gray's Lore number 6, a lighthouse resting precariously on the cliff edge. I believe there was one called the Lighthouse. Also, whoever is like delivering these crates, leaving them in just the most like silly locations as far as getting them hung up. Triumvirate, the docks, the lighthouse.
Merlehaven's picture postcard lighthouse was built soon after sailors arrived on the island and was tended by lighthouse keeper Leon Knoll for an incredible 53 years. After Leon's retirement in 2010, the lighthouse stopped working, and any attempts to fix it have been in vain. Mordecai Gray appeared to have a strange fascination with the building, and it appears in several of his works.
Interesting. Oh, this gotta be the Triumvirate. Gray's Lore number 3. 3 sinister-looking cloaked figures, each with a symbol etched on their chest. Oh, and these were the symbols, or some of which we saw in the Mastermind game. But yeah, that's gotta be the Triumvirate, right?
The Triumvirate were elected by the first settlers to help shape Merlehaven's future. The judge upholds the rule of law, the mayor oversees policy making, and the mage shelters all citizens together under one spiritual umbrella, regardless of their beliefs.
Interesting. Curious which one is which. I think that was the only crate in this room. Yeah. There's at least one more in the big gallery. Gray's Lore number 20. Rails entering an underground tunnel. Might be the loop. Chalk cellars, the docks. Soon it's not. Butterfly Park. Relevant minds of that. Yeah.
Now a spectacle for tourists, Merlehaven's coal mines were operational for over 2 decades before being shut down. Mallow coal is exclusive to Merlehaven, a type of coal that is spongy to the touch and burns brighter and longer than hard coal. However, the life expectancy of a Mallow coal miner was around 2 years, and because of this, mining was made illegal in 1975.
Ugh. Okay, well that's all the paintings, so I don't think there's much else to do but go watch TV until nightfall.
I've just had a call from Lord Barnet asking to loan one of Gray's portraits. They're having a charity auction, they want a centrepiece. Could you be a love and pick one for me? Just leave it in reception, I'll call in for it. I'll be back tomorrow.
Oh, I have to pick one of the 6 suspect portraits. I can't. Okay. I'm guessing that will mean that I can't interrogate that person or view their memories or whatever on the second night. Let's give him Xavier's portrait. It's rather striking, and I'm more interested in what the other suspects have to say at the moment. Okay, night 2. Find the new gallery every night. They occupy me with their stories, but it's the police interviews that help me solve this murder. H. Ah, I was right. So I don't have Xavier's portrait for tonight. So I guess the question is...
Something has changed.
No, I still do have this room. So do it. I'm so confused on what I'm supposed to do at night.
From what I can tell, the catacombs under the henge served as a safe place for the witches of Merlehaven for years. The excavation in 2011 was paid for by the Argenta family. I suppose they'd moved their stuff out by then.
Okay, so that hasn't changed, but I want to hear his thoughts on everything else.
The triumvirate were 3 swindling fishermen who were so bad at sailing they got completely lost and ended up on Merlehaven. Their crew didn't have a say in whether they'd be elected or not. but they'd soon drawn up rules to ensure themselves of all the spoils and power. There are some checks and balances built in, though, as you can't have a three-way autocracy. See how her mysterious eyes follow you around the room? I know her name, and I'm not going to tell you.
Genuinely can't tell if the portrait is changing or if that's just one of those optical illusions.
Lighthouse keeper Leon Noel jumped from the lighthouse and died a year after he'd taken up residence there. It was his spirit that kept the place alive, and it was only set free in 2010 when his ex-wife died. He originally jumped because she'd left him, and when he could sense she was close to the end, he left Merlehaven forever to be at her side. Gray went to prison for that thing.
Interesting. Definitely a completely different story.
Mordecai's dream period diaries are largely incomprehensible, but he often described traveling through doorways and seeing many things he was unable to describe. One such tale was of a young girl called Kyra, who insisted she was his charge even though he had no recollection of her. Let's not start on the Argentas, shall we? But here's some food for thought. Olivia Argenta bought the rights to the written works of Sir Francis Bacon in 1966. Coincidence? Merlehaven doesn't have coal. Mallow coal is basically the guts of the island. It is, like they said, very powerful and supernatural. But the island wasn't very happy having its guts removed, and soon found ways to kill the miners trying to disembowel it. The mines still ooze mallow coal from time to time, where the rock face is at its weakest.
So again, with the island being alive. Oh, well, this is different. There's so much more stuff here. Oh, but this is each of the suspects. What the fuck? There's so much stuff here. Purification. Sunday, Dominique, Alejandra, Banish, Xavier, Vessels, Lilith, Dethrone. So why is Otto missing? Yeah. Guessing we'll do something and have the Mordecai eyes appear on the pedestals, maybe, but doesn't seem like I can do anything with this right now. Higgins.
Higgins was, seeing things. Things that weren't there. Hallucinations. He'd often point in the middle of a wall and say there was a room behind it. I think it was probably the sledgehammer incident that got him fired. Oh, sorry, quit. Not fired. I've said too much.
Okay, so that's the same video that we saw. So this must be a way to review all of Sasha's messages to us, because these are all giant iPhones on the wall, which is kind of hilarious. Tips hotline, huh? Okay. Contains non-story spoilers. Command time to stop. Secrets of Gallery Argenta. Question suspects. Yeah, see, this would have been useful to know. Hack suspect over plaques. Click black to play. Take off all the stuff. Well, we know that much. Eyes power paintings. One eye equals one play. Cycle only if necessary. Find extra eyes in every gallery. Mission board show rotation order. Okay. Place interviews. Play in order to unlock interviews. Yeah.
So it's likely our killer wouldn't have had a corroborated alibi for the time of the murder.
I wasn't even here on Halloween. I was in Germany. They photographed me next to my passport.
Staff room unlocks persist between plays. Oh, interesting. So... Interesting.
Melhaven is the supernatural capital of the world.
Okay. So that's interesting. So this whole area is really more for as I unlock things through multiple playthroughs, which I will likely do in my own time. But
Dominique, the burlesque ballerina. Whilst it seemed like everything was against her, I think we all know Dominique only had herself to blame.
so I guess this is how I can get Higgins' thoughts on all the suspects in these various rooms.
Xavier Hahn hardly finished anything he started. His mother hated him. His wife tried to kill him. And like a smitten schoolboy, he fell in love with his teacher. Lilith Rendell ate up everyone and everything that got in her way. If you knew her real secret, you'd be as good as dead. But on the bright side, she'd handle everything for you.
It's interesting, he's speaking of them in the past tense. Yeah, so it's explicitly mentioning Sunday and not necessarily Monday.
Sunday and Monday Finch? Spoiled brats whose names were almost as pretentious as they were? They thought they were so perfect, but they were born with fatal flaws.
Not sure what those do.
Otto Pipistrel, a drunken womanizer who became increasingly jealous of the puppet he'd created.
Clearly.
A puppet that had outgrown its master and was pulling its own strings. Vice Justice Catherine Myers, a narcissistic megalomaniac who thrives on controlling others. Fortunately, Mordecai managed to shake off her spell.
Yep, I'd agree with that. Alright, well, let's go, supposed to be a new gallery. Let's see if this is any different. Nope.
It was a cold and frosty morning on the
I see, so these things show rotation. So it was called Portrait, Home, Desire, Disagreement, Negligent. However, since Portrait is actually first here, then Call ended up being the last. We want to ask about Mordecai, so we need to go through this set here, which apparently starts with Ambition. Or I suppose I could go, you know, start with Mordecai if I wanted to. They both say Exhibition 1, that doesn't really help. Alright, well, let's just start loading them on. I guess we won't get Xavier's, we can do that on another night.
Apparently, dropping out of a leading role a week before opening doesn't go down too well in the West End. I'm not going to blow it this time. I've got another audition on the 1st of November. A friend of mine pulled some strings.
Why would you drop it? You had a leading part in a West End production and you dropped out? Why?
You know, I could get used to this. It's strangely therapeutic talking while you draw me. And kind of hot. I'm just trying to make you blush. It's no fun when you don't play along. It was a whirlwind romance. We met at the Butterfly Park, and 3 weeks later we were engaged. I can't help it. I'm a hopeless romantic. I want to fall in love so completely I don't know which way is up. Adam's a theatre buff. He actually lives next door to the Baconian. He's playing Gerald in An Inspector Calls, the one who cheats on his fiancée. He very earnestly told me that it was just a play and I shouldn't worry.
Right.
What about you? Why are you still here? If I had your money, I'd be long gone by now. Mojitos in the Bahamas.
Mojito.
It's this island, isn't it? Every time I try to leave, it drags me back. Fans, feathers, scarves. I'm never fully nude. Justice Hoon wouldn't allow it. Just a tease here and there. Let their imaginations fill in the rest.
Okay. Let's do Lilith now.
Carbon neutral cremations. Compostable coffins, but I still think that there's more we can do with the dead. You know, like organ donation and all that stuff. Mostly, I just like the planet to survive. You've quite the obsession with dead bodies, Mordecai. That's coming from an undertaker. Oh, I'm definitely a foodie. Money was a bit tight when I was younger, and it instilled me with this kind of quick or hungry mentality. You know, I pass that building every day, but I've never been in. Shameful, innit? I should be supporting local businesses, but all those dead tourists. Do you think it will affect turnout?
Now this is memories of them talking to Mordecai, so she must be referring to another incident.
Tourism is booming. Visit Merlehaven, the land of ghosts and fish. Thing is, people are told the hills are dangerous, and they still go. Hate picking up bodies from there. Jenna owns marigolds. In the theatre district, she does the best flowers. We're both dressing up for Halloween. She's going to be a sunflower, and I'm thinking maybe a zombie. Or a cheerleader.
Nah, zombie seems more your vibe. So, I just got an achievement. Choices matter. You unlocked a branching painting. I'm not at all certain what that means, because I haven't discovered a new painting yet, as far as I know.
Oh, it's a privilege. I mean, it's great being able to influence people into bed to talk about climate change and kind of generally raise awareness for things like alcoholism. Have you always wanted to paint things?
Yeah, the living room needs doing.
I'm not sure what I'd be if I wasn't doing this.
Lonely.
That was a smart ass.
Oh, women. I love them all.
At the same time,
I mean, they're just so beautiful and complex and basically like us, but so much sexier.
way to objectify.
I don't think I'm ever going to settle down.
He's polyamorous. They just don't know it yet.
Marcy's in the theatre district. Halloween's going to be free drinks if you're female.
You like 'em tipsy, don't you?
Well, people laugh more when they're tipsy. Yeah, this place will always be my home, but I prefer living in London.
The big smoke.
Always come back for a golden orc, though.
They sell well at auction.
Oh, she was stunning. mid-20s in this gorgeous tight cheerleading outfit. It's weird, but they all like me to, do the voice while we're, so it's like they're having sex with Pip. I mean, I should be offended, but it's still me, right?
Interesting that that particular interview was without Pip.
Oh, it's a privilege. I mean, it's great being able to...
Okay. I hope this is the way I'm intended to be doing this, and like I'm not, using up valuable...
Most people think I'd like to
Actions
move
I
from
should do.
Vice Justice to Chief Justice. But that's really not the case. My work at the Manor is essential for the world.
A definite megalomaniac.
You and I have a long, illustrious history, don't we, Maudie? It's so lovely that we've been brought together for this piece. Tell me, how have things been going since we last met? I have developed a 100% method of rehabilitation so that no future crimes are committed. And no, it's not death. I have a desire to help people. Inspector Calls is the next one, I think. I'm a Baconian, so I get free tickets to all the plays. I just need to pick them up the morning before the show. Have you forgotten already? Millhaven Manor is not just my family penitentiary. It's a beacon of hope for people who have fallen on harder times, who want to be their best selves. Surely you're kidding, Maudie. There are a lot of journalists wanting to see what goes on at the Manor. We've become famous. I'm arranging several open days. Perhaps you could come, Maudie, to say a few words?
Yeah, I don't know about that.
Well, we both want to be the best in the world. I imagine people think that Monday's the better player, but she's always been weaker. Nausea, fatigue, that sort of thing. I try not to make a big deal out of it.
Excuse me.
Sorry, Mordecai, could I use your bathroom?
Oh,
It's okay, I just feel a bit sick.
maybe that explains why Sunday is being...
She'll be fine. Monday's always been a bit sensitive health-wise. Mother blames the surrogate.
Yeah, maybe that explains why only Sunday is being interviewed at certain points.
Well, passion's important, but do you know what else you need? Money. Preferably lots of it. We have private courts and can afford private coaches, so we're very lucky. But it's essential if we're going to be the best in the world. I'm worried about you. She fainted in the theatre district the other day. I was fine. Everyone was super helpful. Yes, after they'd finished taking photos. It was just low blood sugar. I shouldn't have starved myself. I was saving room for Veroniki at Nora's Deli. It's my favourite. We go there all the time. You wouldn't believe how many people actually think we've got Made in Merlehaven stamped on the soles of our feet. Ugh. New York was the worst. We were mobbed. They went crazy to see us. Monday hated it. Merlehaven's much better for her. People here leave us alone. It's just the tourists you have to watch out for.
Okay. So that's all of our eyes. Okay, that's filled in a lot of these here. Still... Oh, we have everything for Sunday now.
Is it you in this photo?
Yes.
It was taken the morning of Halloween. Who are you calling from the payphone?
A colleague of my parents.
Why didn't you use the phone at home?
I didn't want them to recognize the number. I thought they might not answer.
Why not?
It's a private matter. Can we just leave it at that?
Now, it may be completely inconsequential, because I think almost everybody here is wearing a different outfit than they're wearing in their portrait. But she was dressed in black, and it's like, could it be that that's Monday and not Sunday? Like, if like, let's just theorize that Sunday is the murderer. Could it be Monday trying to frame Sunday? Oh, hey, here's a new gallery. Okay, so there's nothing here, but I'll bet once we watch this. Trace evidence butterflies.
In many murder cases, the killer inadvertently leaves microscopic evidence at the crime scene that is later used to apprehend them. The murder of Mordecai Gray was no exception. That Halloween, a forensics expert pulled hemp fibers from the soft furnishings and wooden floor of Mordecai's loft. They were presumed to have been left by the killer, and although their precise movements could not be tracked, the freshness of the hemp fibers meant they'd been deposited recently. Forensics tracked those fibers down to one place, and one place alone. Merlehaven's butterfly sanctuary. But what did it mean? Based on the decomposition of the trace evidence found, forensics believed that Gray's murderer had visited the butterfly sanctuary just a day or two before their deadly deed.
Interesting. Yep, now we got a whole other gallery here. Deal. Oh. Yeah, just a deal. Alright, so this is Exhibition 2. Interesting, there's a blank here. So divination dreams, favorite motive, insects. Metamorphosis, opportunity, supernatural help, deal, means. Okay, British telephone box. It is not bigger on the inside.
No.
Fuck. Two, 6, 3, 6, 7. 2, 6, 3, 6, 7. 2, 6, 3, 6, 7. 6.
Yes.
Okay, I assume that gives a key. Puzzle room key. A key that gives a slight homogeneous. I would assume then that lets us open that door, but before we do that, I'm going to go ahead and I assume if I try to hang the portrait, yeah, we're out of eyes. So I'm guessing if I were to find a Mordecai eye somewhere in this gallery, I could use that to recharge the painting. Get more done. But I haven't the faintest of where to look here, so... So, at the risk of screwing something up, we'll go ahead and open the... It's like, I'm wondering if there's a way I'm supposed to, like, do all of this, everything in each gallery in one night, and I'm assuming probably not. The game is definitely leaving some stuff vague here. Oh. Another collectible urn. An urn with crosses on. Sasha.
There is one octagonal hidden room. I don't know where it is, and I don't want to know. Allegedly, it was used for sacrifices when the place was owned by a cult leader some 100 years ago. Don't look into it. It's icky.
I've been reading up on you, Mordecai Grey. Your paintings are worth thousands, tens of thousands. You've got connections all around the world. I want to make a deal.
A deal, you say? That's one of the keywords.
Mrs. Marshall wanted to see her husband's body before it had been fully prepared. She begged to do it herself, so I left for a while. But then when I came back, the body had gone. Allegedly, she taxidermied him, stood him in her hallway.
Yeah, that's not creepy.
I mean, honestly, if you want to pay for it, you can have it. Do you use people's blood in all your paintings?
Oh. Interesting.
You really don't remember being a patient at the manor? For defacing public property? The lighthouse? You don't remember any of it?
The mystery deepens.
Well, you don't need both of us here for the painting anyway. I can pretend to be her. Let's see, she would sit like this. Oh, Sunday, can you fetch my cardigan? I'm so cold. Was that mean? That sounded mean, didn't it?
Yeah. Yeah, can't tell whether Sunday kind of hates her sister or not. Although she actually seemed generally concerned she was being mean there, so perhaps not. So yeah, Boy, I basically have accomplished nothing on night one, it seems. Well, I mean, I did. I've accomplished nothing on night 2 other than paint.
Is it you in this photo?
Yes.
It was taken the morning of Halloween.
Oh.
Who are you calling
Well,
from the
false name.
payphone?
A colleague of my parents.
Why didn't you use the phone at home?
I didn't want them to recognize the number. I thought they might not answer.
Why not?
It's a private matter. Can we just leave it at that?
Seems I'm missing one item here. Oh, there's a note. I didn't see that. I've wasted my eyes. 3 nights, 3 galleries, one behind the other. Blasted corridors. I can't take that portrait down. So, I wonder... Just want to check something here before... We'll have to wrap up the video soon here. I'm running out of time. Yeah, so fame. I don't know.
I can't remember a time when we weren't famous. I remember an interviewer asking us once if we felt like we were the same
I definitely
person.
saw that.
What sort of question is that to ask an 8-year-old? How would you even know? We have our fans, but most people just aren't comfortable with the idea of cloning.
So what... It just looks to me like I might be missing one. Looking at the night 1 summary. Yeah, there was the extra one, was fame. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, yeah. Whereas this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And then the police interview was a separate thing, so... Oh, that's right, because the other thing was that, the paint. So, huh. Okay, well, that's going to do it for this episode. Not sure if we've learned any more to point to a particular suspect, but at least I'm still certainly intrigued about it. I hope you are. But that's going to do it for this episode, so thank you all so much for watching. Hope you all enjoyed. Stay tuned for more Shocktober content. We're getting down to the end, but until next time, stay classy, Internet.